talking about reading and speaking, right? And at the time, I asked you to. It is a week ago. I asked you to make sense of your opinion regarding to the newest topic, and at the time, I got four. I received four statement regarding to your previous statement or arguments related to the newest issue. The first one is you were talking about the bad impact of the junk food. Okay, another one talk about poverty and education, and talk about dengue fever, and the last one is talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19. Okay, there are some people who are talking about it. Okay, I will remind to you there is a video about it, and it is also remind for the students who haven't submitted answers of the video. Okay, let's watch.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For today, I'm going to talk about the harmful effects of junk food. So, junk food is very harmful. That is slowly eating away the health of present generation. Various studies show that junk food impacts our health.
Okay, the first one, Almira, we're talking about junk food. Okay, and another student, Salsabila.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Asabila from 11 Science 4, and today I'm going to talk about poverty and education. Today I read an article from Insight into Diversity called Poverty's Long-Lasting Effect on Student Success and Education.
Okay, based on what I have already received at the previous meeting, that some of you have already submitted your video regarding to the newest topic, and I have already shown you there were two kinds of the topics they have already discussed, they have already delivered. The first one's about the poverty and education, and the other one is about the bad impact of the junk food. Okay, thank you for your videos, and I'm still waiting for other videos that sent to my WhatsApp address, WhatsApp number. Well, guys, let's continue for the second part. Okay, at the previous meeting we were talking about the reading and speaking, and you have already done the work. And now we are going to talk, and we are going to continue our lesson about reading and writing. Hello, guys, do you listen to me? Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you see the slides? Can you see the slide? No? Can you see the slide?
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
you can see it.
Okay, thank you. Now we are going to discuss about this. At the previous meeting, I told you before that we were talking about reading and speaking, and now we are going to focus on the reading and writing. On Saturday, I saw that you were studying with Mr. Rizka, if I'm not mistaken. You were talking about how to answer kinds of the writing, right? Okay, I will continue to discuss about the writing with the different question. At the previous meeting with Mr. Rizka or whoever the teachers at that time on Saturday, I saw that you were discussed about some question related to the question that you are going to receive for the IS level test. And now I'm going to focus only one question. It is the IGCSE question number 1, paper test 2. Card paper test 2 focus on reading, while paper 3 focus on writing. And now you are going to respond on the reading passage. Here is the lesson. Yeah, before we are going to talk more about the lesson, about the things today, I'm going to discuss, or I'm going to explain first about the syllabus or curriculum that actually you are going to get, or you're going to have for your test. It relates to your test. Why? There are two kinds of the curriculum. This is the core and the extended. For the you need to get the extended. Why? Because you hope that's not only getting B, right? You hope that you are going to get more than B. Is it correct, guys? Hello? Hello, guys?
Of course.
Yeah. I'm afraid that my connection is not very good, so that's why sometimes I call your name to indicate that you still connect to my channel. Okay, to my connection. Well, So we hope you not only got B, but we hope that you're going to get more than B or A that I told you before. That's why at this time we are going to focus on the reading and writing. So this is the syllabus or the curriculum we are going to discuss about. Extended. So you have to focus us to the extended. Okay. For the extended, understand factual information, abstract ideas and arguments from the range of text. Examples: the leaflet, articles, blogs, web page, and etc. etc. Okay, this is extended. Well, we will not talk about the core. And you are going to identify, after this, we hope that you are going to identify relevant information and select correct details from a wide range of the text. Identify ideas, opinions, and attitude from the wide range of the text and understand the connection between them. And the last one is understand what is implied. Sometimes it is not stated, but it is only implied by the writers. Okay, this is for the reading skill. For the next part, because we are going to focus on the reading and writing, the next part is the extended curriculum or syllabus for the writing. The first one is communicate factual information, abstract ideas, and arguments with good expansion. The next part is select and organize relevant information and ideas into coherent paragraphs and use a range of appropriate linking devices, like what actually you have already discussed with your previous teacher. You were studying about linking verb, is it correct? It's like therefore, however, and it's like furthermore, and because. Is it correct, guys? Hello? Hello? Yes, okay, thank you. Next, respond to a written stimulus and use appropriate register and style or format for the given purpose of audience. Example summary, example the summary and informal email, article, report, and review. Okay, so you're going to practice at this moment. We are going to practice to respond to a written stimulus. You are going to be given a stimulus or a passage, then you're going to respond to it. We are going to practice to do the direct writing. And then the next part is produce written text with a wide range of language structures, grammatical and lexical. The last one is produce written text that show very good control of punctuation and spelling. For these skills, for these two skills, reading and writing, you're going to get 24 marks. Okay, so 15 for reading and 5 for your quality of writing. For example, reading your understanding or the content, whether you understand or not about the stimulus given. And for the writing, it's like the punctuation, the spelling of your written. This is the score. The score is 5. Okay, now for reading paper question 1 and directed writing and composition paper question 1, you are most likely to be required to produce on of the following type of the text. Okay, it's like speech, letter, diary, or journal, interview, report, newspaper, magazine, newspaper report, okay, magazine article, and etc. So once more, we are going to focus on letter at this moment. Okay, you're going to practice to write a letter to your brother. And then you are by given a stimulus related to what happened at that time. Okay, IGCSE English Language Revision Guide, paper 2. It is the outline of the exam. Cambridge IGCSE English Language paper 2 is marked for reading and writing skills. Okay, so you're going to be given 3 questions, for example, like that. So there are 40 marks for reading and 10 marks for writing available. It makes a total of 50 marks. Okay, so for example, like number 1, directed writing, you are going to get 15 for reading, while 5 for your quality of writing. And then number 2, writer's effects, the score is 10 marks. And number 3, summary, 20 marks. Well, at the previous meeting, once more on Saturday, you were studying about the summary. And now we are going to focus on directed writing. Your score is 20 marks, we hope. Okay, once more. There are 3 questions for this handout. Okay, but we focus on number 1, the question number 1, and for next meeting we're going to focus number 2, and the next part is number 3. So it will be divided into 3 meetings for the teleconference. Okay, now you will need to read 2 unseen passages. This could be non-fiction. The exam lasts for 2 hours. Once more, you are going to get for 2 hours for the test. Okay, there are 3 questions. Number 1 is directed writing, number 2 writer's evacs, number 3 summary. And for the directed writing, you are going to write about 250 till 350 words. Can you imagine that? So you only have about 40 minutes to finish all of them. Okay, and here are the things that you have to do for the directed writing. So this question asks you to read the passage that then use your understanding of the passage to write a new text. So you're going to write the new text in a given form and for a given audience. You are marked for how many ideas you use from the text and how you develop them. Okay, number 1, you read the passage A. Number 2, read the construct the question. Okay, you are going to use CRAPF. I'm going to explain about it, what actually is it for. And number 3, return to passage A and skim read for ideas to use in your response. So you have to underline or tick the details that are relevant. Okay, you are going to read the construct the question, and then you have to return to the passage A to skim or read for the ideas to use in your response, because you have to create new text, but it must be related to the previous text. Then number 4, work out which register you will be writing in. What position you are. Are you going to be the first person or the third person? You're going to be a journalist, or you're going to be a mom, or you're going to be a brother, or you're going to be a sister, like that. This is your position. Number 5 is work out who you are writing to. You are going to write to your brother. You are going to write for the newest newspaper audience, for example. So it means that you have to write formally. If you're going to write for your brother, it means that you're not going to write in very formal form. Number 6 is work out why you are writing the text. So you have to write the purpose why you need to write these kinds of the text. Number 7, use 3 different colored highlighters. 1 for each bullet point to highlight relevant information in the text. Use this to help you plan your response. Take 2 minutes to plan your response. Remember to write in the format asked for in the question. Use the bullet points to help you. Make sure you have material for each bullet point. So remember, when you write it, you have to write the main ideas, and then the word or the things or that relevant to that you have to elaborate your statement or the ideas. And once more, you will not copy paste. You will not retell the article, but you have to use your own word based on the stimulus you will be given. Then you have to write your response. The last part, spend a few minutes checking your response of the word. Remember that you get 5 marks for writing. So your use of paragraph, spelling, punctuation, sentences, and vocabularies are all important. Okay, this is the tips. Remember to use the bullet point. Okay, before you do this direct writing, you have to use the bullet point in the stimulus passage or text. So you should write equal amount for each bullet point, 2 till 3 paragraphs for each one. Make sure that your points are relevant to the bullet points and that you are not just retelling the story once more. Develop your ideas by explaining what the details from the passage suggest about the character, place, situation, feelings, mood, etc. Okay, so you have to develop your ideas by explaining what the details from the passage suggest about the character, whether you feel it is scaring or terrible, or you are happy at the time, or yeah, this is like the situation, what is the situation at the time, the place, the character, etc. And the last part, remember to use your own words. If you just copy the words from the passage, the examiner cannot tell if you understand them. Any questions so far, guys? Hello? Hello? Yeah? No? Okay.
Not for me.
Okay, good. Thank you. Next. This is the thing that I told you before. CRAPF. So you have to write it first, at the first time before you write the text. what you have to write about it. Okay, this is the content. This is the content that based on the question will be given. The next part is registry, who you have to write as. So what is your position? You are going to be the first person, the third person, or you are going to be someone. Okay, audience, it is the character. Audience, who you need to write for. The next part is the purpose, why you are writing. The purpose why you are writing, you are going to tell about the situation at a time because it is terrifying, or you are going to tell about you love for that condition, whatever. Form, type of the writing, it could be article, speech, interview, or letter. At this time, we are going to focus on letter. Okay, can you see, guys, the slides? Can you see the slides, guys? Yeah? Yes, okay. You also can find from your book the handout that I have sent via WhatsApp. Okay, the directed writing, what do the question look like? This is one of the questions you're going to find for the GISE test. Okay, so look, Julia during her recovery fully explained her experience to her parents. A reporter for a newspaper interviews Julia's parents and asks the following 3 questions only. So we are going to focus on look at the register, the blue color. Okay, so you need to write as both the reporters and Julia's parents. So the position or the character of you, it is your character. You becomes a reporter. You become a reporter and Julia's parents. Okay. And the purpose why we need to write about this, the purpose is the reason why you are writing here is to explain the experience. So why you are going to this is the purpose, to write your experience. And then who is the audience? The audience is the newspaper interview. Means that you have to write it in formal, okay, or formal style, in a formal style, because many people are going to read your report or your experience. And then the content, answer to and this 3 questions, it is the content or the things that you are going to answer. It could be 1 question will be 2 paragraphs, or it could be 6 paragraphs based on it. So what made you choose to visit the rainforest in Ecuador with your daughter Julia? How did Julia's accident happen, and what did she do to survive? What are your thoughts and feelings toward the Anchor people and their way of life? So this is the thing that you have to answer for the content. And then form, write the words of the interview. So it must be an interview. Okay. Then beginning with the first question, based on your interview on what you have read in passage A, be careful to use your own words. Write between 1.5 and 2 sides, means that this is how much you should write. And then the last part, up to 15 marks are available for the content of your answer and up to 5 marks for the quality of your writing. And remember that you are going to be scored for your detail, the quality of your writings, like the punctuation. Okay, so you must put this in detail for using your own words. Okay, for the quality of the writing, the punctuation as well as the capital letters or whatever that relates to the writing, the quality of the writing. Okay, let's continue for the next part. This is the examiner's advice. Okay, so candidates must change the language of the passage in response to question 1 in order to achieve higher reading and writing mark. Answer all parts of the question, giving equal attention to each of the 3 sections. Answer in your own words and adapt material from the passage to the form and viewpoints of the response. Use all the main ideas in the passage and use detail to support them. Develop and extend some of the ideas relevantly. Create a suitable voice, tone, and style for the persona in the response. Okay, remember you are going to use all main ideas. Don't forget to all main ideas, as well as the register and the purpose why we have to write it, and the purpose as well as the form. Okay, don't forget about it. Here is the, of course you hope that you're going to get by mark 13 till 15, right? It is the perfect one. What should you do? Okay, The answer revealed throughout reading of the passage. Okay, and then it is the reading what how you will get 13 till 15. So here are the requirements. The answer reveals a true reading of the passage. There is an appropriate amount of supporting details which is well integrated into the text, contributing to a strong sense of purpose and approach, creates a consistent attitude for the writer, takes on the role or character of the writer. Don't forget that. Original ideas are consistently well related to the passage. This is band 1. The score is 5 for the quality of your writing, structure, and order, style, and language. The mark you will get 5 mark. The language of the text has character and sounds real, possibly as the writer may read or speak. Comments are very clearly expressed and enhanced by a wide range of effective and or interesting language. Structural presentation is sound throughout. Okay, you're going to be given like this. Okay, do you see this question, guys, on the page? Do you find it, guys? On the page 18, have you already opened your handout? On the page 18?
Oh yeah, Miss.
Yeah, okay. So on the page 18, you're
yeah,
going to
I
be okay. Thank you. You are going to get this kind of the question. Question 1, you are going to you are the mother. So the character of you is you are a mother. Remember that. You are not Adika, you are not Cantik, you are not Salma, you are not Ala, but you are a mother. This is the question. It is your character. You are the mother of a young family living in London at the time of the plague. Write a letter to your brother who lives outside London. In your letter, you should comment on what is happening in London, the impact the plague or outbreak is having on your family and others you may know, your hopes and fears for the future. Based on your letter, on what you have read in passage A, and be careful to use your own words. You should begin your letter with the words, I'm afraid that terrible things are happening in London. Okay, I'm going to give you one example before you do this break. Please have a look please have a look at your book on the page 14. Did you find it on the page 14? On the page 14, guys?
Yes, I see.
Yeah. On the page 14, please, how to get A. Okay. How to get A. Wait a minute, I will show you. Yeah, on the page 14, paper 2, reading passage extended. Okay, wait a minute. Look at the page 14. Okay, what is the question? What is the example answers, guys? Read carefully passage A, the beast of the Bootman Moor, in the reading 1 and 2. At this moment, we are going to focus on the question 1. Okay, you are Nicole Pentley, the journalist. Write a newspaper article for the local newspaper based on your visit to the moor, with the title Big Cat or Tall Story. Okay, we are going to discuss it first. Hello, guys? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying
Okay,
to.
Miss.
Yeah. So please open your book on the page 14. Have you already?
Yes.
Yes.
Already.
Okay. Thank you. Now please have a look the question 1. You are Nicole Pentley, the journalist. Write a newspaper article for the local newspaper based on your visit to the moor with the title Big Cat or Tall Story. Local people believe about the beast, your own memories and your experience while driving across the moor, and your opinion on the beast and the locals and prediction for the future.